Hey guys, and welcome back to the Sims 4 speed building video. Today is a really nice quick one. It is the single sim starter. So yeah, I decided that since I did a bit more of an elaborate build last time, I just wanted to do something a bit smaller and a bit more fun. Well, not particularly more fun, but like, fun was the wrong choice of words there. Just something a bit different. So I decided to go with a starter home. So this home is under 20,000 simoleons. I think it's about 18.5 for the lot for the house. Obviously, I think you can put it on any 20 by 30 lot, and your sim will be able to afford it straight away. I think so. I don't think there's any 20 by 30 lots which should make this unaffordable for any single sim. I have used a double bed in this build, so it could be used for like a starter couple, but you know, it's priced there so that any single sim can have this as their first home. So there you go. It's definitely that more suburban kind of build that I'm definitely more used to, and after last week's modern build, I definitely felt a lot more comfortable doing this build. I actually built this in, I think, like half an hour, so this build has not been sped up that much at all. I think it's about 2.5 times speed, whereas normally my builds are between like 400 and 600, depending on how long it's taken me to build them. So yeah, this was a really quick, speedy build. I'm using the seasons like windows a lot because they're really cheap. They are like 30 simoleons for any of those windows. So obviously you've got some like 3-tile windows, some 2-tile windows, and some single tile windows, and they are all the same price. So using them in this build was so good. Because, you know, it's just so affordable. Yeah. I will say, the build does look a little weird from the outside because it is very plain. If this were to be not a starter home, I definitely would have filled the back of the house with some like ivy, or put some plants, you know, built up like a plant patch behind it to try and disguise it a bit more, because a lot of it is just like a sheer wall. That you're going to see when it comes to the screenshots from the back of the house. Obviously, that's not the ideal kind of look, and although like that's pretty normal for a lot of actual physical real life houses, it looks really weird in The Sims. So, you know, if you do choose to have this house, which obviously it's available for download from the gallery, then when your Sims get a bit of money, you might want to make it look a bit, there you go, you can see it there, it's very plain. You might want to make it look a bit more normal from the back, or maybe you want to add like a little porch out the back, because that would make it look quite nice as well, having a little porch coming off of like the dining area. Yeah, it looks a bit strange, but hey ho, it's the house that your Sims are gonna have their perfect start in. So yeah, there's 1 bedroom upstairs and there's 2 bathrooms. One is like a half bath, or a WC, where it's, you know, just a toilet and a sink downstairs in case, you know, your Sims have friends over, or, you know, you get the welcome wagon and then everyone wants to use the loo at the same time and there's big hoo-ha and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. So just adding the flooring in, so wooden floors in the communal areas, carpet in the bedroom, and then some nice tiles, well, cheap tiles, in the bathrooms. And then that little bit of paving on the front steps. And I did remember to put in a mailbox so that it doesn't spawn randomly on the lot when you put it in your game, and I did remember an outside bin, because I thought that if I didn't put it in straight away, I was never going to remember it. I was building this from a picture, actually. I saw this house along with another either side of it on Pinterest somewhere, and thought, hey, that actually looks like a really cool house. Which is why it's got the two-toned like paneling. So the majority of the house is that dark paneling, and then upstairs on that like bedroom area, it's a different colour, and I thought that was actually really cool. So that's why I copied it. In the kitchen, I've gone for bog standard basics. They aren't the used versions of the counters, the fridge, or the stove, but they are, you know, so they are. It's the cheapest non-used things, because my Sims always hate it when I use the used ones. So I just thought, nah, let's just get the normal ones. But there you are. They are the basics. There's plenty of countertop space. So if you wanted a little bit more money, you could always delete some of the counters. But you know, I think that's enough for you to use in the kitchen, and you'll have nice bits of space. And there's always space when, you know, you get a bit more money. You can get a coffee machine or a tea machine or a microwave, all that kind of bits and bobs. And I'm making sure as I go along to replace these expensive 150 simoleon lights with some of the cheaper lights that, you know, you can use to save a couple of simoleons. So moving on to the living room kind of area, I only really needed one couch. I think at this point, I don't know why, I was going with like 2 couches in my mind, you know. I think it's because I'd normally default to having like nice big living rooms with lots of things on them. But then realised, like, I don't need a second couch. There's only one Sim, or potentially 2 Sims living here, so just one couch will do. So I went with the Parenthood couch, because I love this couch, and I love that colourway. The nice white exterior, and the nice vibrant couch cushions and stuff. So yeah, they've got a little TV so that, you know, they can get their fun up, or watch the cooking channel, or do like get the fitness skill from working out to the TV. Bookcase, because, you know, reading's important, and you can use the skill books or just enjoy reading, or I suppose if they're in the writing career, then they need to read. So, you know, I'm making sure to get the necessities for the Sims, and the good ways to like build up their skills pretty quick in this house, so that it's all there, and when you move in you'll be good to go. So nice eating area. There are 4 chairs around there, so, you know, you can invite people around, have a dinner party without having to change your table or anything. Upstairs, pretty basic bathroom, as the same as downstairs. It's like pretty much the cheapest. It's the cheapest of everything, really. And again, this is one of the cheaper beds. It's not the cheapest bed, because I didn't want to use like a bed that would make your Sims uncomfortable, because Sims are just rubbish when they're uncomfortable. They don't do anything. So there you go. And I'm using these like kids room lights around the place, scaled down, because they don't work as well as the 150 simoleon lights, but they do still work pretty well. And then there is a dresser and a mirror, in case, you know, you want to change the outfit or make them get their charisma up by practicing speeches and stuff, and a computer so you can get any other skill up you like. And that's it. That's all there is in this house. So here you go. Enjoy the screenshots. Again, as I said, that this house is available for download from the gallery. There is a link down in the description below, and if you search for the hashtag Mezasheep or Mezasheep Games, it'll pop up there with the rest of my builds. So yeah, if you guys like the build, then please let me know down in the comments below. Give the video a like and subscribe for more content. This build is just waiting there for your Sims to enjoy it as their first home. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing this build. It was just really nice to have a simpler build that, you know, didn't need a lot, and to try and rein myself in a bit from going with the really expensive stuff. Also, all those cheap things, if you get these Sims to repair them, the handiness goes up. This house is brilliant for skill building. Oh yes. But yeah, like I said, I've had great fun today. Guys, I hope you have too, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!